You know that feeling, right? You wake up excited about your goals, but by noon, you're scrolling through your phone, promising yourself you'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, but nothing changes. You tell yourself you want it badly. You really do, but somehow, you just can't get yourself to move. Here's what nobody tells you. Motivation isn't something you find, it's something you create. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Do one simple practice. Do it once, and you'll never lose motivation again. Sounds too good to be true? Then stick with me till the end. This might be the most important thing you'll learn today. But first, let me ask you something. Why do you think you keep putting things off? Most people think it's because they're lazy, or maybe the goal is too vague with no clear deadline, so it never feels urgent. Or maybe they're just not built for success. But that's not it. The real reason? Your brain is protecting you. It sees the work ahead and thinks, that looks hard. That might hurt. Let's do something easier instead. And you know what? Your brain is right. Change is uncomfortable. It is hard. But here's the thing. Staying stuck hurts way more in the long run. So, how do we fix this? How do we rewire our brain to actually want to take action? Well, that's exactly what I'm about to show you. Now, this isn't about pumping yourself up with some feel-good quote and hoping it sticks. This isn't about willpower or discipline or any of that stuff that runs out after 3 days. This is about something deeper, something that rewires how your brain sees taking action. It's called the pain-pleasure cycle. And once you do this exercise, motivation stops being a mystery. Ready? Then let's dive in. First thing I want you to do, close your eyes for a second. Actually close them. Now, think about that goal you've been putting off. Maybe it's getting in shape. Maybe it's starting that business. Maybe it's finally learning that skill you've always wanted. Got it? Good. Now here's what I want you to do. Picture what your life looks like when you actually achieve it. Not just, oh, that'd be nice. I mean, really picture it. What does your day look like? How do you feel when you wake up? What do people say about you? How do you see yourself when you look in the mirror? Feel that. Let yourself actually feel the pride, the confidence, the freedom. And there's a reason I'm making you do this, because here's the truth. It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. Right now, in this moment, you're deciding who you're going to become. And your brain needs to see where you're going. It needs a target. So, don't rush this. Spend a full minute really seeing yourself living that life. Make it vivid. Make it real. This is your North Star. This is what you're moving toward. All right, now that you've seen that vision, I need you to do something harder. But trust me, this is where the real transformation happens. I want you to imagine something else. Imagine that a year goes by, 2 years, 5 years, and nothing changes. You're still in the same place, still putting things off, still saying, I'll do it tomorrow. What does that look like? How does that feel? Maybe you're watching other people succeed while you stay stuck. Maybe you're looking in the mirror, disappointed. Maybe you're lying in bed at night thinking, I should have started when I had the chance. Feel that. I know it's uncomfortable, but feel it anyway. Because here's what most people don't understand. Change happens when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. Right now, your brain thinks staying where you are is safer. It thinks scrolling on your phone is easier than doing the work. But what if staying where you are is actually the most painful option? What if doing nothing costs you everything you want? Let yourself feel that cost, the regret, the frustration, the disappointment. This isn't about beating yourself up. This is about getting honest. This is about showing your brain what inaction actually costs. Because once you feel that pain, and once you really feel it, suddenly, taking action doesn't seem so hard anymore. Okay, take a breath. I know that was heavy, but you're still here, and that means you're ready for the next part. Now that you've seen what happens if you do nothing, I want you to ask yourself a different question. What could I do to change that outcome? Not, what should I do? Not, what's the perfect plan? Just, what's one thing you could do right now to start moving in the right direction? Maybe it's putting on your shoes and going for a walk. Maybe it's opening up that document and writing one sentence. Maybe it's sending one email, making one phone call, doing one rep. Think about it. What's the smallest step you could take today? So, you've seen the problem, you know what's wrong, but don't get stuck there. Put your energy into the solution instead. And that solution starts with one tiny action. Your brain needs to know there's a path forward. It needs to know you're not trapped. And when you show it that path, even if it's small, that's when everything shifts. So, right now, in your head, pick that one thing, that one step. Lock it in. Now, here comes the final piece. And this is the one that seals the deal. Remember that vision you had at the beginning? That version of yourself who's already achieved the goal? I want you to go back there. Picture it again. But this time, I want you to connect it to the action you've just chosen. Imagine yourself taking that first step, and then imagine how that step leads to another, and another. And before you know it, you're becoming that person you pictured. Feel the pride of actually following through. Feel the momentum building. Feel yourself getting closer every single day. Here's the secret. People are not lazy. They simply have impotent goals. That is, goals that do not inspire them. If your goal doesn't excite you, you won't do it. But if you can make the pleasure of taking action more real than the pleasure of staying comfortable, everything changes. This is where motivation comes from. Not from some magical burst of energy, but from training your brain to associate action with pleasure and inaction with pain. Do this practice once, really do it, and you'll never see motivation the same way again. Now you realize something powerful. You don't need to feel motivated to start. You just need to remind yourself why staying still hurts more than moving forward. All right, before we wrap up, let me give you 3 quick tips to keep that momentum going once you've done this practice. First, make it small. Don't try to change your whole life overnight. Just take one tiny step today. Small wins build confidence. Second, create easy routines. Don't rely on willpower. Set up your environment so the right choice is the easiest choice. For example, put your running shoes by the bed. Put your water bottle on your desk. When the right choice is right in front of you, it happens naturally. And third, use the 2-minute rule. Tell yourself you'll work on it for just 2 minutes. 2. That's it. But here's what happens. Once you start, you don't want to stop. The momentum carries you. Because the hardest part, it's never the work itself. It's just getting started. So here's the truth. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're not missing some special gene that successful people have. You just haven't connected the dots yet. You haven't shown your brain what inaction really costs and what taking action really gives you. So do this practice. Do it right now. Picture the results. Feel the pain of staying stuck. See your way out. And anchor yourself in the pleasure of becoming who you want to be. Do it once, and you'll never lose motivation again. Your dreams are waiting. Go make them happen. If this video helped you, smash the like. Takes a second and helps others find this too. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next.